Hey guys, Alan from CrewFire here, and I'm joined today by our special guest, our very own, my business partner and co-founder, Frederic, our CTO, the man behind the scenes. Frederic, thank you for joining us.
Glad to be here.
So today we are talking about a major initiative that's been going on in CrewFire for what, Frederic, the last month now?
I'd say, yeah, a month and a half at least.
Awesome. And we're about 2 weeks away from releasing this major initiative, which will look similar in the beginning, but paves and lays the foundation for a lot of exciting stuff to come. So wanted to get with Frederic here to share with you guys what we're up to. And so in this conversation, really quickly, in about the next 5 to 10 minutes, we're going to talk about what we've been doing, why we did it, what the benefit is to you guys, what our timeline is for these changes, and then a little bit of a preview or an early look at what's coming and what you can expect going forward. Frederic, how's that sound?
Yeah, no, that's great.
Awesome. Let's do it. So first I want to hear in your words, what are we doing? What's going on with CrewFire right now?
Yeah, so put simply, we are doing like a full rebuild of the CrewFire platform. We decided to switch to a different technology stack, and while seemingly a big project, there's a lot of advantages to that motivated our decision to do that. So we're transitioning to kind of a more mainstream or popular technologies like Node.js, GraphQL, and React, and yeah, that hopefully that's gonna unlock quite a few things for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're essentially rebuilding. For the last month, we've been rebuilding the entire application from one programming language into another programming language. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
Awesome. And why would we do that? What are the, particularly in the context of like what the benefits are to the user, but what's the reasoning behind making that transition?
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's often kind of not seen as the best idea to go through that, but we've had quite a few motivations that made us go through with it. The main thing that we were looking towards is we wanted it to enable us to build a team around the new technology stack that we went with, right? There's a lot of using mainstream and popular technologies means that you have a lot easier time building out a development team and finding like high quality talent that have a lot of deep experience or expertise with those technologies. So that's really what motivated us to making the switch from the more obscure technology we were using before called Golang.
Yeah. So before, that's what I was going to ask you. Before we were using another programming language, and talk a little bit about that choice. We used a programming language called Golang. Why do we use it? And then what is it about that language that makes it harder to scale a development team?
Yeah, I mean, put quickly, I think it's a bit more of a recent language. It started out in 2009, but it took a long time before there was a lot of people who were kind of qualified and had it as like had experience building applications with. And I think it's even more rare to see SaaS applications or web applications being built with Golang. I think a lot of people who have expertise with it are kind of in a different space, kind of with DevOps and servers and kind of doing different kinds of projects with it. So it would be hard to hire people from that space to come and work on a SaaS business or a team like that.
Yeah. And so it's like a frontier technology, and it's a less developed ecosystem of talent that's evolved around it as such, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Awesome. And so now with the switch you mentioned earlier, we're switching to more popular technologies based on JavaScript, so like Node.js, GraphQL, React.js.
Something you see used by all the big companies out there. Like so many SaaS businesses are built on the backbone of all of this, right? Airbnb, Asana, all kinds of productivity software. So we're in good company.
Awesome. And so after we make that switch to JavaScript, what are some of the benefits that we as a team and our customers can look forward to?
Yeah, I mean, other things we can kind of expect is the fact that it'll be a lot faster for us to build kind of user experiences and user interfaces that are like at that bar of kind of polish and easy to use. I think right now everything was kind of to put in technical term, it was kind of a different page load. Now we have like a single page app, which they call it'll be it will have an easier time kind of delivering very nice experiences for you to manage kind of ambassadors, to manage campaigns, and all of that a bit smoother than before. Also, the big thing that changed is that we got to build an API while doing this replatforming, and this is a big enabler for us to start the project of building a mobile app, which we meant to get to for quite a while. So you can be on the lookout for a starting project of building a mobile app for your ambassadors soon.
Awesome. We're all looking forward to that. That's gonna be amazing. Great to hear. So we'll be able to, once we finish this replatforming, we'll be able to scale our development team faster and hire quality technical talent from a much larger talent pool. And that's going to help us build faster and build more feature-rich and advanced application features, including, because now we have an API, so we can make progress on a mobile app for ambassadors. And then all of this could be wrapped in faster page loads, faster transitions, and a better user experience for everybody. So awesome. It's a major initiative. Yeah. So we started work on this back in October. Can you talk a little bit about the timeline, what the implications are of like where we are now and what we can look forward to?
Yeah, I mean, we've been moving at quite a fast pace. We're nearly done with kind of rebuilding all the functionality that we have in the existing app. So we're entering the like kind of last phase of maybe 2 weeks of bug testing and making sure that everything works as before and like smoothing the edges, if you will. So yeah, we could expect maybe a release in 2 weeks if everything goes well.
Okay, cool. And we'll keep everybody updated because when this release happens, we're obviously going to be doing a lot of QA and testing in the week leading up to it. But we'll want to make sure that everybody knows that there is a transitioning happening here and to keep an eye out for any issues that arise. We're going to be, on deck. We'll have both Frederic and a new agency that we're bringing on board to help with development to make sure that any issues get smoothed out as quickly as possible. And then one other thing to note is, we actually generally, historically and going forward, we keep a very rapid pace of development. Generally releases multiple times a week, right, Frederic?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, we're excited to come back to being able to work on some of those big features that we've been able to release throughout August and September.
Exactly. And so since we started this replatforming in October, we have been making improvements and small updates and bug fixes in the live production application. But going forward, major new feature releases are going to start happening again on a faster pace, which is really exciting. And so with that in mind, Frederic, do you want to give a little bit of a preview of what some of these major feature releases that we can look forward to over the next, maybe, through the end of the year and into the early weeks and months of 2021?
Yeah, totally. I mean, like we mentioned already, mobile apps are a big thing that we're looking forward to get started. It's kind of a bigger project, but we're looking to get that started at least, and through maybe towards the end of the year, we'll have something to share with you guys, or at least to give you updates on. But other than that, one thing we've been hearing and looking to get to is much better dashboards, much better statistics for everything that's happening in your ambassador program, right? So there's a lot of data around the activities your ambassadors do and the stats on their social media that we're looking to expose to you guys, so that you can actually have a better idea of how your program is going and what's happening there. Other than that, we've I think we're looking to work a bit on the experience of managing the activities in your account. Right now, it's kind of a very standardized, but I think there's work we want to do there for each campaign being a bit different. Would like to be able to give you better tools to manage those and do common tasks like approving or rejecting posts or creating new campaigns.
Yeah, awesome. So we have a lot of exciting stuff in the pipeline. And this is a major initiative that we've been kind of, we had undertaken kind of quietly in the background. And so we wanted to share this video with you guys as a preview of what's to come and get you guys excited. 2020 has been a strange year for the world and a very interesting time for the world. But despite it all, it's been, CrewFire, we're happy to be building and growing alongside you guys and building tools for you guys that can help you grow your brands and grow alongside you. So, Frederic, thank you for taking the time here.
Sure.
And thank you guys. And we will see you on the inside. Bye.
See you.